Hi, we are Russ and Cindy, and we have adventures in our high-ass camper with our two dogs, Teddy and Panda. Stick around and see what we are up to today, and don't forget to subscribe, leave a like and a comment. We would really appreciate it.
Alright, so tonight we're doing pizza in the camp oven, and I'm going to use my new knife and my fire starter, which I had one and lost it somewhere on the trail. Anyway, so a nice new knife from BPS, made in the Ukraine. So I'm going to use it for chopping up some fire starter, and then Cindy's busily doing a video upstairs on preparation for pizza, and we'll heat up our little Dutch oven and cook us some pizza. We're doing dumplings too. Yeah, we might do dumplings, we might not. But anyway, I need to do some fire prep. So I've already cheated. Yes, I'm not cutting firewood. I just chopped it up in the shed. I've got some bigger bits and some little bits here that I need to use to feed the fire. And I'll use a pit for a hammer here. So just move the camera. Hopefully you'll be able to see. Oh, that works really good. I've broken a few knives doing it like this. But these knives were put onto them by Kent Survival in the UK, and bushcraft knife, designed for this sort of thing. And whether it's chopped wood or if it's wood in a outback or wherever you're using, yeah, that's going to work a treat. The trick is the safety of this way, because you can hold the timber steady and you're not at risk of hurting yourself, because there's nothing that can go wrong. You're supporting it with the knife, and the knife is what's doing that. Instead of trying to hold an axe and swing an axe, this is just so much easier. Right tool for the right job. It makes life a little bit easier. And if you use timber, you're not going to hurt the spine of your knife. There you go, that should be enough. So, this is a brand new fire starter. Like I said, I happened to lose the last one. It's probably hiding in plain sight in the van, but yeah, so it's probably hiding in plain sight in the van, and we'll see. But oh, it's already got a hole in it. Need to make up a nice bag for it. So this kit came with this impregnated twine, which I probably won't use today. I'll put that somewhere safe so I don't lose it. It's there. And the ferro rod, mine was exactly the same. Nice big lanyard, but I still managed to lose it. So before you start, you've got to get rid of all this black stuff. Otherwise, it's a protective coating. You can run it, scratch it, got that protective coating on it, you're just not going to start anything. You're just going to waste your time. So give it a bit of a clean. There we go. So in my little fire pit, I've already cheated. I've got some leaves and I've got some paper and there's some twigs in there too. We'll just see how many strikes it takes to get this fire going. 1, 2, 3. There we go. We're away in 3. Alright. Well, that's better than my first attempt. If anybody saw my other video when we were at I think we were at railroad station. I think it took me felt like 55 strikes, but no. So we're going to burn it pretty hard to get some coals, so that we can scoop up later on. This is my homemade fire grate that I welded up here at home. No, it's not pretty. It's pretty ugly, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter in the slightest. Burning away there nicely. All that little stuff is going good. Bore you with the boring details of getting a fire with coals. That will take a bit of time. My little fire grate is internals of a washing machine at home. That's where we are today. But, looking forward to being away. Stay tuned. I think Mount Perry via Idera Way to Mount Perry, and then Mount Perry to Mingo Crossing home. Might do a cooking demonstration at Mingo Crossing, we'll see. But yeah, been very busy the last few months and the hiatus hasn't gone many places. Anyway, it'd be good to stir it up. Alright, I'll come back and see you soon.
So Russell's downstairs and he's getting the fire happening down there, and up here I am going to make the pizza bases. So we're doing pizzas tonight in the camp oven on our fire that we have downstairs, and so I am going to be doing the bits and pieces up here. So first of all, we need to get our yeast happening, and we need to put in a half a teaspoon of salt, we need a half a teaspoon of sugar, and it's about a tablespoon of yeast. Teaspoon, not tablespoon. Teaspoon. Nope, not that. Teaspoon of yeast. Or you want 7 grams. And then to that, we're going to add 1 cup of warm water. Then we're going to cover it. Give it a bit of a stir about. We're going to cover it up because it likes to hide. So I'm going to give it a bit of a cover. Chuck a towel over the top of it so that you can't see anybody, so that it will do its job. And we'll wait. And we have to wait for about 10 minutes. So I'll see you then.
My wife said to me that some of you have never really seen our old van. It's a 1986 Toyota diesel. 5-speed manual. Pop top. We have an awning. We have all the original factory kit in the back and a few other bits and pieces we've added. A fold-out drawer, a fold-out table, our cutlery drawer. We just gave the old cabinets a bit of a clean up and tied up there, and some new flooring. Although the sun's getting at it, it's been a few years now. One black up curtain we've always got up. So we have a fridge, pantry, clothes, a few tin signs. I like that one. That one. Oh, that's my favourite. Can't quit you bitching. We actually put that on when we took the grandkids away down to the Colo River in New South Wales. So, don't mind the ramps, they're not going to mind you. And no stupid people. And we've got storage. We have a sink under here. Factory button for the water. Also, we've got 50 litres, I think. We've solar power. We've got 600 amp hours of solar. We have lithium batteries, 200 amp hour. We have LED lights, so it's really quite bright here at night. So that's the back of it. Spare tyre under the Hyos, as everybody's aware. We do tow the boat or the trailer at times. So nothing too flash to see here. There's our logo. So if you ever see us travelling, don't hesitate to jump on the UHF and say g'day. We'll always stop for a coffee and a yarn. Our King's shower tent. We're going to make a roof for that. That could be a video. It's a bit interesting having a shower in the rain. Anyway, what have we got down here? Our water tank, 40 litres. We don't have any security on the windows, but we travel with 2 dogs. Nothing's going to get past them. Well, I'll let you know anyway. Solar panel. I've got a solar panel attached to this battery, and this battery is attached to the van through a 50 amp Anderson plug. But it looks like spaghetti junction, but I'm doing it for a reason. I'm checking to see what my voltage drop is. I've been having some issues lately, but I think I've solved it. Anyway, let me show you in the cab. Like I said, has some things you might have and some things you may not. So, quarter glass windows, gotta love a classic. We have a tyre monitoring system. Yep, it's only cheapy, but it works really well. Over here we have our engine monitoring system. Yep, engine guard works a treat. UHF is tucked away. All I have is a handset, radio, phone. Now, for some of you who don't know, some of you will, 5 on the tree. Wow, not a stick shift, but and no power steering. We have all the fancy 1986 upholstery. Look at that. Yes, indeed. But that's about the best one. The rest of them are covered up. What you don't see, you don't need to know about. Vents in the doors. And one thing I will say, it is great. There's lots of airflow in this thing. When we're away in the summer, we don't have aircon. 4WD, open up the quarter vents, and you're blown away. Now this is the front of the van. We have a roo knocker, and it does work okay. I haven't bent it yet. I haven't bent the van either. We have our second spare tyre. Russell, what are the poo noodles for? No, they're not there holding my grill on. I'll tell you about them in a minute. I have a UHF and a radio aerial and my box. Now, it doesn't overheat. People say, oh, you're ruining your airflow. I've had no troubles with that because the radiator starts about where you sit. And the engine starts from there back. So airflow is not a problem. So in my box, it's hinged, it's locked, it's key locked. A curved roof rafter for my awning, and a bunch of miscellaneous stuff, hoses and belts and tools to change belts and ratchet straps and you name it. I probably got it, and maybe my fire starters in there too. I'll look another day. What have we got around this side of the van? Now, space is a premium when you travel, so we have all sorts of bits and pieces. We've got boxes with magnetic strips attached to them so they don't easily move, and things have got dividers in them so we can keep everything tidy. A box on the floor for drinks, and because there's no cup holders in this thing.
So it's been about the 10 minutes and we're going to make the base. We're going to put our flour into our bowl, and because I have a problem and I do gluten-free flour, we are going to use 2 cups of flour into the bowl. Now, if you're making a normal everyday base, your measurement for flour will be 2.5 cups, but because we are doing a gluten-free base, I'm going to put 2 cups of flour or thereabouts into my bowl. These are half cups that I'm putting in there at the minute, so 4 of those, because they fit into my jar nicely. So we've got 4 of them, and then we're going to grab our yeast mixture, which now looks like this. Let me take looks all nice and bubbly McTroubly. Oh, nice and bubbly. See? Beautiful. So we are now going to tip that into here. We're going to make a little well right into the middle. And that is seriously all of the ingredients to your pizza base. If I think it's a little bit runny or not quite firm enough, I will add a little bit more flour. And if I think it's a bit too dry, then I'm going to add a little bit of water. So we'll see how we go. But usually it's about 2 cups to the cup of liquid that it entered to begin with our yeast mixture. So we should be pretty good. Finish up with our hands. That to me is looking pretty good actually. It's just probably a little bit over the 2 cups, but it wasn't anywhere near the 2.5. So it's cleaning that bowl up nicely. Could be a little bit too damp, but we're going to work with it. Too damp is better than too dry when you're working with a gluten-free dough. That feels actually pretty good. Alright, and of course this one's gluten-free, we don't need to knead, because that came together really well, and I'm really happy with that. So there we go. Now also, because it's gluten-free, I don't need to wait for it to prove or do any of those other wonderful things. So we are actually going to be, this is enough for one very large pizza, and I usually do it on a baking sheet, like you would make cookies on, and this dough will cover one of those really well. Now, because we're doing it in the camp ovens tonight, I'm working with a small, I think it's like an 8-inch base from a cake pan tonight. So we're going to make 2 of them. So I'll show you making one. So here we go. Now, make sure that they're both about the same. Probably take a little bit off that one. that'll work. Right. I'll put the other one over there for now because we don't need to see that one. And we'll work with our tray. Now because this is going to be a thick crust one, obviously. So we're going to work it out. How's your fire going, Russ?
Oh, it's going good, sweetheart. We're ready to go anytime you are.
Okay, I'm just doing the base. Alright, beautiful.
And it takes next to no time on the Dutch.
Oh, once it gets into the
oven.
Dutch oven, yeah.
You gotta be so careful. Don't have too many soft drinks in between.
Soft drinks, hey?
Oh, that's what we got tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, we nearly got caught out last time we did this.
We did, didn't we? We were
And
chatting
then-
away,
and
and then
then-
all of a sudden,
What
it
did your
just
talented husband do with number 2 pizza? Oh
We
yeah,
dropped
we got this big pizza scoop and we thought, oh, such an awesome idea. We'll be able to go scoop the pizza up. Let me show you. Yes, we'll be able to scoop that pizza out of that
huge.
Dutch oven.
it is like massive.
Get under that lid or like so, and but the only thing was that I actually caught the trivet as well, and then when I lifted it, well, it flipped everywhere. But anyway,
It did.
we had a discombobulated pizza. Is that a word? I don't know.
Yes, it is
Word
a
of the day.
word. It's my word, leave it alone. So these are the toppings that we're putting on our pizza tonight. So let's do that. Everybody's got something different that they like on their pizza. So whatever you like, put it on.
Pineapple.
Oh, I can't do the pineapple tonight.
Oh no.
Oh no, why not?
Is it off?
Yeah, it wasn't any good. I went, oh
No,
yeah,
they
we
don't
should have
make
some.
pineapple to last these days.
No, I thought, yeah, we've got pineapple. I'll put pineapple on it, and that's very controversial to some people. But I thought,
When
yeah,
I was
well,
a kid, pineapple just lasted and lasted and lasted. And
oh,
lasted.
it did not,
When
you
I- When I
dag.
was a lad. Do you like that?
No,
Dag.
you are. No, no, the pineapple wasn't any good. That's okay. We don't need the pineapple. We've got plenty of other bits and bobs. Right, so I will just finish making up the pizza and I'll show you when I'm done.
Okay. I don't mind shameless plugs of different things, but when we went to Elroy Station, it's worth going. So if you're out that way, you're out the back of Cunnamulla, it's worth stopping. Hosts are awesome, and once a year they have a big dinner. That's on our YouTube channel. Just go and have a look.
So there's our pizza base, all nicely decorated. And we're now going to put on our cheese. We like cheese on our pizza, but because this is so small, we're probably not going to have as much as we would normally. Some people say don't put so much cheese on. Some people say put the cheese on the bottom. I say put the cheese on the top, because that's the way I like it. And I don't think there's any, well, depends on who you are and where you come from, I guess. I don't think there's any particular way that pizzas are supposed to be made. Put on what you love, leave off what you hate or don't like. Panda thinks he deserves some cheese. Russ is out there making enough noise. Trying to wake the dead, Russ. You're trying to wake the dead.
You ready?
I am coming with the pizza. See you outside. Do you want to be on video, Panda? What have you got to say? Have you got something to say? Oh, how about you, Ted? Hello. Is that what you've got to say? Away from the fire. Have you got something to say? Woof. What have you got?
Okay, so I've been having trouble with my video. So I was talking about the pool noodles. I have 2 pool noodles. And you might be asking, well, what are they for? And every time we go away, it rains at some point. We're a bit like the Munsters in that respect. We take the rain with us. But if you can see, the bag awning and the pop top, there is a gap between the door and the bag. If you use a pool noodle, you whack the pool noodle up there. It's a little bit bent because it's been in captivity. You put it in the right way. And you put it in there like so. When it rains, the water sheds off the roof, hits the pool noodle and slides down the body of the car into the rain gutter. Likewise, on the other side, it slips off the back of the bar and rolls around the pool noodle and drips into the gutter. I was taught by a fellow while we were away, when we're cooking in this Dutch oven, you've got to rotate the oven and you've got to rotate the lid. That way it keeps the heat even if you've got hot spots. So if you're cooking something that's quite delicate, you keep moving in Dutch oven. It's not just set and forget. You get a little hook, get in there. And that is pretty hot. So I might scrape that off. Right. So it's been 5 minutes, not even that.
About that.
So we'll go ahead and take it off and have a look. Now that,
Oh, we're nearly there.
I reckon that is good enough. So,
I think it's good enough.
that is hard.
Is it? I reckon I just reckon a minute more.
A minute or 2 more, put the lid back on it?
Yeah, put the lid back on it.
Maybe we will just leave it here.
Yeah, just put the lid on it. I reckon about a minute more.
Yeah, so we're not too, what's the word we're looking for? We don't stick to rules.
No rules.
She'll do close enough, it works a lot. Just make sure there's nothing around here hot for Teddy. I'm looking forward to seeing the stars tonight.
We've already got a slither of a moon out, so
Yeah,
stars should be good.
Sunset.
Okay, good on you.
This is the sunset from my back veranda. We've only got a small house. It's only a 2-bed, 1 office. But we live in a wonderful part of the world. Version 2.0. Now, what was the name we came up for that thing? Patiently, wasn't it? Patiently. But anyway, a little three. Oh yeah, needs. Yeah, we've been had it 3 years now, and we got to that stage. Well, hang on, it wasn't like that. It was all the same colour, and we had a nice bull bar fitted, which is now bent, and we took it to market onto Monto Market, and we took out a big roux which bent the bar, which bent the front part of the car, and I went back to work on it, and it's taken another year to get it back to that. But is it perfect? No. Is it roadworthy? Yes. So we've got solar panels and ceiling vents, and the roof is done, the floor is done, the wiring for the back is in. Made a little seat, pull-out seat for the back of the door. I can't show you that because it's not in. There's the bed, water tanks to go, and kitchen, and yeah, we'll either like it or we won't. And it'll probably be for sale at some point, and we'll end up selling her too at some point in the future, but I've got to have something else yet. We want to do a lap. We're not sure which one we'll use. Anyway, that's my sunset for tonight. Gotta love Australia. All right. Okay.
So here's the pizza after...
Less than 10 minutes, huh?
Oh, definitely. Probably 5 or 6 minutes.
Okay.
Now the fun part.
We'll get extricated. Now, last time I tried to do this, and you'll probably see in the video from before.
I don't know if we videoed that.
No, we didn't video it, but we were upstairs talking about it.
How are you going to hold that? Stay. Is it good?
Always good.
Yummy pizza? Yummy?
Always yummy.
Poor Teddy, you can't have any.
A lot of heat comes back, eh?
Yeah.